Welcome to Guthrie Sports Page Television. Chris Evans with the coach Chris LeGrande as the Blue Jays get back in the win column tonight with a 35-17 victory over the Shawnee Wolves. And coach, a great contest between the Wolves and Blue Jays. It was a close game and a half, but the Jays come back and get the win here. They're 7th of the season, 7-1 on the season. Shawnee drops their record to 6-2, and it lived up to the billing, coaches. The game of the week as the third-ranked Blue Jays defeat the fourth-ranked Shawnee Wolves.
Well, and it played out just like it was billed to be. It was a great football game, and in the end, the higher-ranked opponent, which in this case was the Blue Jays, were able to win out and prevail. And like you said, coming into the second half, the Blue Jays had what we thought at the time was a comfortable lead, but due to an interception to start the second half and the Wolves going on a short scoring drive, they were able to get right back into the football game. But as was mentioned several times in our post-game interviews with the coaches, every time Shawnee delivered a punch, the Blue Jays were able to counter, and in the end they were able to win out, and I tell you, went out handily, or running away, so to speak. And more importantly, they moved to only one loss in the district, and more importantly than that, probably a second place finish in the district, which will lead the way to a opening round game here at Gelsman, the first round of the playoffs.
Of course, the Blue Jays entertain Capitol Hill next week here at the Rock. And, Coach, the Jays got on to a quick start, set 7-0 when Josh King scored from 8 yards out. And quickly, the Jays went up to 14-0 lead when Clayton Smith scored on a touchdown. But Shawnee comes back to get within 14-7. Parsons with the wheel route touchdown. And then in the Blue Jays get back on the scoreboard before the half with a 13-yard touchdown pass to Keaton Callis and Terrell Brothers. The Jays were up at the half 21-7.
Yeah, and, you know, this has always been a pretty big rivalry, especially since Billy Brown has taken over at Shawnee and Rafe Watkins has come to Guthrie. And they're pretty good friends, and there's a lot of rivalry there and a lot of competition. Both coaches are very fiery and very competitive. And, like I said, very important that the Blue Jays were able to counter every punch that Shawnee threw their way. But like you said, Blue Jays get off to a good 2-touchdown lead. Shawnee counters. Blue Jays were able to come back again, and then going into the halftime, Blue Jays had to feel good going in with the 21-10 lead.
And then in the second half, Shawnee takes advantage of a Guthrie turnover, gets in the end zone. So now it's 21-17, 7.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, and now we got a ball game.
Absolutely, and I guarantee you, we're looking over the coaching box next to us, and those coaches had their thinking caps on, because at that point it's like, we need to do something. We've got to score. We've got to get back in this football game. And fortunately for the Blue Jays, they were able to go on 3 what we call death marches, so to speak. Consume a lot of time, keep the Shawnee defense onto the field. Blue Jays offense was able to roll, and then from that point on, basically we're able to kick it into cruise control and win going away.
Second half, Blue Jays got touchdowns. Of course, the 26-yard touchdown pass Dante Foster brought in, and Josh King capped it off with a 3-yard touchdown run. But really, the Nintendo, the Wii game, whatever you want to call it, seals the deal.
Yeah, I tell you, that would have to be what we'd call the play of the game, and it was just a beautifully set up or designed play. And after the play, we're looking over at Coach Mick, and he's acting like he's playing the video game. And of course, he's renowned for that. He saw that in an NFL game, and he said, "Hey, if it worked in the NFL, it would surely work in a high school football game." Just a little bit underthrown to Cantrell. Had he caught it in stride, no one would have caught him. But I tell you, that was the play of the game, because here they are backed up deep in their own territory, and were able to get out of a very precarious situation with a long, long pass. And from there, like I said, the Blue Jays were able to just basically break the will of the Wolves and just win handily.
Josh King took the direct snap, pitched it off to Keaton Callins. Callins found Cantrell wide open, and that was the play of the game that really set the deal here. And looking at some numbers, Coach, Blue Jays balanced. Rushed the ball for 166 yards, passed it for 198 yards. That's a well-balanced attack against the fourth-ranked team in the state.
Absolutely, and, like Coach Watkins said in his interviews after the game, hey, if we're able to rush for over 150 yards the way we throw the football this year and the way we like to throw the football, then that's a bonus. And I tell you, that can do nothing but prepare the Blue Jays as they head into the playoff stretch and hopefully what will be a long and productive playoff run.
And the Blue Jays control the time of possession, 26 minutes and 43 seconds to Shawnee's 21-17. And you talk about the death marches, that proves to be a big number.
Yeah, it does. And I tell you, any time that you can keep the other team's offense off of the field when they have a weapon like Mr. Brett Davis and able to control the ball and move the ball, rushing and passing, and more importantly probably thanks to the running game tonight of of Clayton Smith, who basically found his rhythm after coming back from injury. I tell you, that can do nothing but improve the Blue Jay status as they head on to these last few games of the season.
Clayton Smith is our Huddle House player of the game, unanimous player of the game. He had a great night here. In our Tyler Nichols Heart of It Champion Award goes to Jacob Woods, and he had a great game. And he said in our post-game show, a lot of credit to the offensive line here tonight.
Oh, yeah, and Jacob's, he's well-deserving of the award. He's one of those kids that has played about every single position on the offensive side of the football, and he's, hey, I'll do whatever it takes for the team to win. I'm a team guy. I'm a team player. And, him and Ty were great friends, and what an honor. And even Mr. Nichols said after the game he's going to treat all those guys that have won the award to the Huddle House this week. So I tell you, just a great performance, a great honor for him to be able to do something. And again, he's not always one of those kids that you notice play in and play out, but he does what it takes, and he's an important part of the team. He's a great teammate. He's a selfless player and quite deserving of the award tonight.
Blue Jays will entertain Capitol Hill, and coach, a tough situation there. Capitol Hill with only 19 players that suited up this week, and we hope it's 19 players coming here, Jels was saying. But a tough situation, and the Blue Jays have pretty much already wrapped that game up, and we haven't even got to Saturday yet. Yeah,
that's correct. And again, the Blue Jay fans need to realize the game is here at the Rock. On the original schedule, it's for down in Oklahoma City, but it will be held here at the Rock on Friday night, Halloween night. We encourage all of the Blue Jay fans to come out support the guys. Hey, you never know what can happen. The Blue Jays will be decided favorites, but at the same time, it's an opportunity for the Blue Jays to get another game in and to improve as they head on to the playoff run.
Trick or treat at the Rock. Some good things coming up this week, and we'll be sure to have them on GuthrieSportsPage.com. Coach, big victory here tonight. The Blue Jays defeat the Shawnee Wolves by a final score of 35-17, improve their record to 7-1 overall. Shawnee drops to 6-2. Shawnee now has to go on the road for the entire road of the playoffs, but a team that could make some noise come November.
Absolutely. I mean, with Brayley Brown at the quarterback position and just getting more confident and comfortable each and every week, and Brett Davis commits to Tulsa, but has some late interest from Kansas here at the end. Hey, and a good defensive football team, so you never know what could happen. The Blue Jays might see the Wolves again in the playoffs, just like last year. So we'll see what happens.
All right. For the coach, Chris LeGrande, I'm Chris Evans. Thank you for watching Guthrie Sports Page Television.